All right, so today I'm trying to show you guys how I did my scarf joints so far for this boat. So this is one of them that I did, and I just need to do some sanding, but I think I got it, decently set up now to where I can actually do them. I don't have this is the only workbench that I have so far in my shop, and it's really cluttered, but so this setup I just have a couple of boxes back here, and then up front, I'll show you, I have a couple of pallets that just sit it up a little bit higher so that I can work with it easier. This is an old router sled that I built for doing some epoxy tables, like the one I have right here and another one right here. But this has ended up working pretty decently, actually. So this, I just have something I drew up at work was, I got this flat piece right here to reference off of, and this has been a nice point to start with because the pallets are so uneven, and that's what it would be nice to have a nice workbench, but this is what I've got. This piece of hardwood was so straight that it's worked really nice for the standoff on the front end. I have another piece of the same kind of this in here that was nice and flat, that stood it off a little ways so that I could raise this to be slightly higher. I don't know if you can see that. Yep. And it works nice when I put the router sled on, so it sits up just a little bit, but not too high. This little piece of iron that I have has been really nice to get a very straight line, and then makes it so you can slide the router sled along. And all I did was put a couple of screws through, and then they just barely sit out, and it rides really nice along the edge of this. I tried multiple angles with this to work for me, but I found out that if you have it sitting as a triangle on top, then I get the best grade on this. And this is a 1/4 inch plywood, and so I wanted to get like a 3-inch scarf, if not a slightly bigger. All the other ones, it was about this much, and I didn't trust that my boat would hold together with just that much of a scarf joint. And so when you're doing on a 1/4 inch, it's like a 1:12, and so that's like a 3-inch. And so that's what I wanted to at least shoot for, and I'm able to get it with this. The angle iron on here ends up pushing it down, so it keeps it nice and flat along the whole edge. If you can tell on here, I have it flush right here, and then down here, it's kind of offset. So it's the same distance. It's just this piece of wood right here, comparative to this, I can unscrew this one. I can unscrew this one and I can move it, but right now that's just how I have it in. So I just have to remember to do that, and I'm just kind of lazy to switch it right now, so I haven't. But so far it gives me the results that I want, and then all I do is set my depth on here. This is the only router I had, so some of the other ways that people have on YouTube, I haven't been able to do with mine, and so I had to kind of come up with my own that was a little bit of a mix between using the saw and then ones that use the router. So this is just what I came up with, and I have these this one secured down here at a certain height with just the clamps, and I need to just screw it in because now I actually have the angle that I want. But yeah, simple just some extra wood that I had laying around in the shop. I've got, you know, just some random stuff. I had the angle iron up here from when I bought the house, but it didn't cost me anything to build the whole setup. So it's been really nice, but I'm actually starting to get the scarfs that I need. I didn't trust myself to do it, but just with the hands, and the only sander I have right now is this little palm sander. So I don't have a belt sander. I don't have any of that. I don't have a fancy plunge router. This is just, you know, the Ryobi that I got a long time ago for flattening slabs and stuff, and it's worked great. Hope this will help you guys. I also marked out, you know, where I need to put the edge of the iron on both sides, so it makes it really nice for a reference point. But yeah, that's my sled.